8 years ago today, my most beloved game released. My username is obviously an allusion to this game, but I would like to honor it with this tutorial. This project started out very lackluster. I planned on having a moving jaw, but the foam that I used wouldn't allow for that. It couldn't hold its shape and it gave this really weird wide look, but I came to a solution. I'll get to that later though. The first step was making the mouth and building up foam to build the horns. This is a long process of just adding and removing, but it's well worth it. This is just me planning how I'm gonna do it, but the eyes are sunglasses. Back to the moving jaw, this is how I did it. I got this plastic mesh from JOANN and I used wire to almost thread it together. I attached this to the interior of the mask. I made a hinge on the temple of the head by using some clasps, and used elastic to hold the jaw together. This allows for this mechanism, which is very functional. The next step was planning the skin on the face. In the original design, there's no gums, but I wanted to add some. I cut a little opening where the mouth was and I pinned it to look like a smile. In my design, I also added a nose, so here's how that looks all pinned. I also cut some eye holes, which I'll widen later. Now here's a little clip of that with the moving jaw. This part of the stage looks really funny, so I just thought I'd include it. Now here I widen the eye holes and plan how I'm going to do the black spandex. This process is a lot of trial and error, but if you do it right, it holds for some great results. Here's how it looks all cut up, and I think it looks pretty good right now. Here's how it looks all glued, and there is some seam lines, but I'll show how to fix that later. After that, I wanted to dirty it up a little bit, so I gave it this paint job to match the game. This is an almost cel-shaded look, which I quite adore. But now it's time for some puffy paint. At first I really overdid it, so I decided just to wipe off the paint and start fresh. After I did that, I repainted it and added some new puffy paint, which I'm glad it was still wet. After all that, this is how it turned out. This is something that I've been wanting to do for years, and I've had a lot of processes trying to create this mask, but this was the best one. I fully intend to make the full outfit for this, but ignore my mouth if you see it in the shots. But as always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.